Yo, what's up, guys? Mike here, your host in Mix TV. Welcome to another video, and this time we're gonna be talking about how I started playing basketball. Alright? So, let's walk down memory lane and let's go back to the time when I started basketball. But before we actually do that, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you won't miss any videos from Mix TV. Alright, so obviously you know that I'm into basketball. Not just the gears, not just the basketball, not just the uniforms or the toys or whatnot, but I'm into basketball. And we're gonna be talking about when did I start playing basketball, or is basketball actually my first sport that I really love? Stay tuned for more and I will tell you about it. Alright, so honestly speaking, I think some of you guys seen the videos of me playing basketball, and I would say I've gotten a bit better from the last time when I was a kid. In fact, to tell you honestly, basketball was not my favorite sport when I was growing up. And in fact, I don't even know what kind of sport I was into during that time. So when I was a kid, I don't even know what kind of sport I was into. I was in toys probably, but not in a physical sport, particularly basketball. And I don't even remember playing basketball when I was in school. How did I get started? So when I was in elementary, I was playing a lot of yo-yos. And when I went to high school, I think I played a little bit of basketball during the intramurals, but that's it. Because the reason why is I'm so small and I'm so skinny, and I think I like studying better than playing basketball. And then at the latter part of my high school days, I realized most of the guys who were playing basketball, or sports for that matter, are actually getting all the girls, getting all the attention from the girls. So I think that's one, reason that I tried to learn playing basketball. And in fact, my dad is a varsity player in Mapua, Red Cardinals. Even so, my uncles are also basketball players during their times in college. My cousin is a 6-footer. He got the height from our granddad, which we didn't even, get any. And by the way, I'm just 5'7" and a half. So I didn't even grow any taller than that. And and I don't have the physical ability to actually play basketball or run, or even actually learn the sport. Honestly speaking, going back, thinking, how did I even started? Maybe you're asking yourself the same question, and if you want to share that thought, comment down below. Alright, so let's start. So I will skip grade school because I don't know if I started playing basketball, even held a ball for that matter, during elementary school. But high school, I remember playing intramurals, but that was just, I'm a temporary sub, and I didn't even play much or even play well at all. So run ahead to college. Yes, college was a bit of a peer pressure because I have classmates who actually are good in playing basketball, and they're even compete in school and outside of school. I think that's where I got involved in playing basketball. Oh wait, now I remember. Late high school, a bunch of my classmates asked me to join basketball with them outside of school. Not something that is, like intramurals. No, but outside school. So I think that's what I learned how to play basketball, or how basketball is played. The rules, how to dribble, traveling, violations, and all kind of stuff. So that's when I learned it. And then when I graduated, I stopped before I actually went to college. I played basketball for the peewees, or they call it the midgets, the small kids, right? So, we were like only joining the basketball leagues because the teams get sponsored, right? And then the sponsor means it means someone is gonna be paying for your registration and the uniforms, and you know how extravagant the uniforms are. Some basketball players, some players who join the league or the team joins only because they want to have the drip, the uniforms. And during that time, everyone was like, "Oh, let's join the basketball team so that we can get the uniforms as well." So because if you walk around wearing a basketball uniform, they would think that you actually play the sport. And I was into that. So peer pressure, my friends also play basketball, and I'm the smallest, skinniest guy there. So I kept getting bullied and all whatnot. And I joined the team. And we got sponsored by this bakery. This bakery is actually, every morning we buy pandesal at that bakery. And then there's a very nice couple there. Sponsored the team because we were just small kids who wants to join basketball team, right? But then it got serious for me. So then I kind of realized that, oh, it's actually fun. It's actually fun to play basketball. So even with a small ball, not a regular size ball, but a very small ball, so we made a small ring at the backyard. And then we started playing basketball. Then that's when I started being competitive and trying to learn how to dribble, how to shoot, and being competitive. I remember when I was living in Las Piñas, we usually go to the basketball court. That's a public basketball court during noon, and it's not covered. It's under the sun. And my mom always scolds me because every time she goes home, I am so sweaty and been playing under the sun, and I am so freaking dark. Trust me. You will see, I'm like a charcoal. If I smile, that's the only thing you would see is my teeth. But yeah, my mom would scold me and hit me with the belt and scold me for why are you playing under the sun? Then I explained it because we play early in the morning. There's players there that bullies us because they got the court for themselves, so they don't allow us to play because we're just kids. At night or late in the afternoon, again there are these bullies that plays in the basketball court, and we're too young to join them. Then we get bullied. So the only slot that we have is during noon. It's under the sun because no one's gonna play during that time. So that's when we play. That's when I started learning how to play basketball. It's very, very hot. And I really got really, really dark. But I've gotten really good though. So the only regret that I can think of during that time is not learning how to dribble. Don't get me wrong, I know how to dribble, but not as good enough to be actually a point guard. Because of my height, I should be a point guard. I don't know. Because my thinking during that time was, if everyone's bigger than me, how am I gonna score? So I think the only way, and then my dad told me that, because my dad is actually shorter than me, but he plays point guard. He said that if you cannot beat them in skills or in strength or in height, beat them in shooting. Learn how to shoot from far. Jump shots, perimeter, 3-point shots, because that's the only way you can actually get away from them and get a shot off without getting blocked. So that's where I focused on, shooting. And I would say I actually did well during that time, but I was playing with a bunch of kids. So and then I went to college. I had classmates who actually play basketball. They play tournaments in their hometown, and they get invited to play in other teams as well. So I was like so intrigued. Why are you really that good? And then when I saw him play, he's actually really good because he was a varsity valuable player, and then he jumps really high. So then I get to be friends with them because they're also my classmates, and then I get to hang with them. Then they started asking me around to play with them, and then so I got the time to regularly play scrimmages with them. Then I started to learn, the dirty tricks of basketball, because I'm actually practically scared of getting hurt. Because, if you play with big guys or people older than you, they will bully you. They will tend to bully you, definitely. They will try to scare you so that you will panic, and then you will lose the ball, or you will turn it over, or you just pass it and then be useless inside the court. I got to learn to endure all of that by playing not just people I know, play against not just people I know, people whom I don't know. The Dio series, right? So go places, we just play basketball, we put money in, and then we play a bet game. During that time, it's just 3-on-3, 4-on-4, and yeah, I got exposed on those kind of basketball games. The mature I get, the more things I learned playing basketball, until to the point where I was like second year high school, second year college, going to third year college. I was better actually. I gotten better because I was exposed to other tournaments. I was asked to join just because all of my friends were joining. So of course I have to face all those bullies playing basketball. And as long as you have someone who's actually got your back, you won't actually be scared. The first time I went to joined a basketball team, we played against this strange team from another town. They were all like twice the size as me, and they're like really, really good. So the moment I went in, the first time I went inside a basketball league, my hands were sweating, my knees were shaking. No. I cannot focus. I don't know what to do with the ball, and I'm so freaking scared. Yes, true. It is really scary. I don't know if you've been into that situation before, but if you do comment down below, because that was my first experience in a basketball league, and it is really scary to the point that I don't want to go in anymore. I don't want to play. I don't want to go back and play. I don't want to return to the team. That's it. But when I made my first ever shot, it actually gave me my confidence, and I was like, dang, I actually can do this. So percentages is not really that good, but I was making shots, and my teammates were actually, making plays to ensure that I make shots. That was really, really good, and it was really uplifting, and it feels like, I can be as good as these guys are actually, and the fact that I can make shots, I think I can do better. So that's when it all started. So that kind of boosted up my confidence when I got into the third year college in PCU, when I was trying out for not a varsity team, but a college team. So I'm in BS Computer Science, and then we tried out for the BS Computer Science team for the inter-college tournament. Because as you know, in college, they already have an existing team, right? They just do tryouts just for the purpose of formality, but they really won't actually take any new players in. I think you would know the gist if you've been into that situation before. So obviously both of us, my friend and I, didn't actually get into the team. So they were saying that we're not good enough, saying that the roster is full, yada yada yada. So we tried out to the other college, the computer secretarial, because we're computer science, the computer secretarial. The computer secretarial team they already have their own team, but let's just say that half of the team is weak. So they asked us to try out in their team. So there's like 5 of us from computer science team who tried out for computer science secretarial team. And then this team, we 5 played against their whole team. And guess what? We devoured them. We beat them by 35 points, if I'm not mistaken. So at the end of the day, you know the result. We got into the team of computer secretarial, and then the first game that we had was versus computer science. It's ironic, and we got to face those players who actually were trying to bully us during the tryout in computer science, and guess what? We beat them, right? So that was like redemption for us, and that's kind of like it started for me third year college to actually start learning how to play basketball and loving it at the same time. Yeah, then that's when I started playing um, invitationals, you know, and then half courts, and then college basketball. And then when I graduated college, had to go to work, then that's when I started playing for corporate, you know, this kind of stuff. So even I was small, I was still regretting the time when I didn't actually learn how to dribble. I know how to dribble, but I'm not as good as dribbling because I was totally focused on just shooting. And honestly, I've gotten good over time because, you know, if I cannot dribble, I don't need to dribble to shoot. Clay Thompson will be a proof of that. Yeah, so I'm a catch and shoot guy. So I learned that and I mastered it, and that's my craft. There was a funny story when I was playing for an invitational league somewhere in Cavite, and then I was also playing for my dad's team in our place. And my dad didn't know that I was playing for another league somewhere else. So every time I play for him at night, because I play in the afternoon in the invitational, he doesn't know. I come home and I'm exhausted. And then he comes over to me and say, "Hey, go take your shower. We have a game tonight." And I was like, "Huh, all right."
Oh no!
Because I was so tired, I didn't tell him I was playing in Cavite. So of course, when we got to the game, I'm messed up. I am messed up. I am so tired, exhausted. I cannot even shoot a freaking free throw. And then my dad benched me the whole night. And then my dad was asking, "Why are you so tired? Where have you been all day?" Of course, I didn't tell him. And then he found out because he saw my dirty jersey in the laundry, and then he was like, "So you've been playing all this while, 2 basketball tournaments, and you don't even have the energy to play for our team. So what do you think you are, Superman?" But that's just the love of the game, right? So if there's an opportunity for you to play, you would play, even if there's no uniforms, even if there's no sponsor. For me, the love of the game is like, as long as I can play basketball, I would play basketball 3 times in a day if I have to. So when I graduated college, I went to corporate. I went to the company, had a job. Of course, company will have intramural, not intramurals, but sports fest. Yeah. So then I would join the sports fest. The one big sports fest that I've joined is UCPB. It's a bank. The head office. The head office, of course, has the finance, the accounting, the IT, the management team, HR, marketing, sales, the banking, operations. I think there's like 10 departments. So each department, IT has 2 teams. So I'm in IT. So IT has 2 teams, and then one department has 1 each. So we play together against each other in like a 3-month-long sports fest, and then the best players out of those 10 teams will be chosen to form a 15-player roster to play against different banks. Yes, you guessed it right. I was one of the players for UCPB that was selected overall. Right? And I cannot say that I'm really that good, but I'm actually okay. To the point that I managed to actually get selected to play for UCP for a bank to represent a bank, to play for the inter branch. All right, the inter branch, so the head office, and then the other branches. And then after that, the inter branch, then you'll get selected, and again, a 15 elite out of all the branches to play the inter bank. Yeah, then I got it better, I guess, because over time I keep playing basketball here and there, you know, every other day. When I was in the bank, basketball there was like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then, of course, I also have basketball over the weekends. And I got it better. But dribbling was still an issue for me. I don't know why I didn't get like I didn't improve in dribbling, but yeah, maybe I didn't practice it. So I would say that I got exposed. I've gotten more exposure of basketball when I went to Malaysia, when I went abroad, because the only outlet that we have there for foreigners, for us, people like us, is sports and basketball. And I would play basketball like every other day, and then there are days where I played twice, 2 times in a day. And as you can see from the intro, I got a lot of jerseys. Those just a few of the jerseys, and I play like in a year a lot. And speaking for my fellow basketball friends in Malaysia and my teammates, yeah, they would be able to vouch that there's a lot of basketball that's going on there. And I would say I actually improved there even more than I was here in the Philippines. But then I would say that the players here in the Philippines are way better. Right? They're faster, younger, stronger. I don't know what do they eat. But for us there, it's just fun. And improvement-wise, I did improve. So if you've seen my other videos of the highlights of the basketball that I had my fair share of good basketball. And I wish to continue playing basketball up until I cannot play anymore. Yeah? So, talking of I cannot play anymore, probably the next vlog that I'll be talking about is the injuries that I had that prevented me from playing. Alright, so watch out for that vlog, for that video. And I would also like you to share the injuries that you had when you were playing basketball that prevented you from playing basketball, or totally prevented you from playing basketball. Yeah, so I'm a late bloomer. I really got out of playing basketball when I was in college, and I got recruited to play for different kind of teams when I'm here. And and then it just gotten better and better from every day playing basketball, watching my favorite team play, and all my idols, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I just want to shoot. Right? So that is basically my humble beginning in playing basketball. I'm a late bloomer, and I sure hope I can still play basketball. With this pandemic, it's preventing us from playing basketball. I just dribble around inside the house. And there's actually an opportunity for me to play basketball half court every Saturday, 6 o'clock in the morning. But it rained today, so hopefully I can play next Saturday. And I hope that the vaccine comes out next year so that they would allow us to play basketball already. But other than that, once you know how to play basketball, it's already in your heart, it's already in your veins. You won't forget how to play basketball. It will just be naturally coming back to you whenever you start playing again. Alright, so that's basically my story and how I started playing basketball. To tell you from the start, I actually didn't know how I started playing basketball, and I didn't even know what sport I wanted to play until I picked up a small ball, joined a pack of kids just because we wanted to have a uniform. And that's when it all started. The love for basketball. Alright, so that's our story for today. That's our simple kwentuhan about basketball. And hopefully you guys can share your thoughts about your humble beginnings in basketball, playing basketball, or just even trying to play basketball. Right? So I can talk to you about it more in details. Just comment down below if you want to share your thoughts and share your experiences and how you started playing basketball too. Alright, so before I go, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you won't miss any videos from Biggs TV. So, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!